Prior to the 2018 New York Auto Show grand reveal, Subaru will undress the all-new Forester of its secrets on Facebook. Mark your calendars for March 28 at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The announcement is joined by a teaser photo of the 5th-generation Forester, painted in green and showing the Touring badge right under the model name. In Subaru jargon, Touring is the range-topping trim level. Compared to the entry-level 2.5i, $22,795, the Forester 2.5i Touring retails at $33,090. Moving on up to the 2.0 XT Touring translates to 2.0 liters displacement, a turbo, and an MSRP of $36,090. The newcomer shouldn't differ too much from the 2018 model year of the present-gen Forester in terms of pricing. Value for money is an intrinsic element to the Subaru DNA, as are dog commercials and symmetrical AWD. Riding on the Subaru global platform of the Impreza and Ascent, the biggest mystery regarding the 2019 Forester is what's under the hood. The most sensible approach comes in the form of updated 2.5 and 2.0-liter Boxers, but on the other hand, the Ascent is available only with a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder plant. With the Forester growing in size from the current generation, there's a case to be made for the 2.4-liter engine. The FA24 more power, 260 ponies, and more torque, 277 pound-feet, compared to the FA20F, so that's that as far as this matter is concerned. Any hybrid or plug-in option? Unfortunately no, but there'll be an alternative. Speaking at the Subaru of America dealer meeting this week, Michael McHale told attendees that plug-in hybrid is a no-go for this application. Fret not, however, because the Crosstrek will receive plug-in technology in the second half of 2018 for the 2019 Mi. As a brief refresher, the electrical part of the drivetrain comes from the Toyota Prius Prime. What about a good old stick speed as standard? There's hearsay the Forester will abandon the 6-speed manual from here on in, but it's impossible to pronounce what's in the pipeline. Because the Ascent comes with the Lean-Artronic CVT from the get-go, there is a chance for Subaru to do the unthinkable with the newcomer.
Automobile Magazine recently awarded the Tesla Model 3 2018 Design of the Year, calling the car simple and straightforward, perfectly proportioned with minimal extraneous detailing. The magazine goes on, "It has all been done with unmistakably good taste. We have the impression that the studied simplicity of both interior and exterior will let this car age extremely well, that in 10 years it will still look contemporary and beautifully understated." Automobile's Robert Cumberford sat down with Tesla's chief designer Franz von Holzhausen to learn more about his approach to the design of Tesla's newest sedan. It's reported that von Holzhausen, a born American despite his Teutonic-sounding name, has deep industry experience, having created the Pontiac Solstice and heading Mazda design in California before being headhunted by Musk for Tesla. Von Holzhausen explained the design brief for the Tesla Model 3. It was essentially customer-driven. They saw the Model S as a great car, but there was a desire for something 10 to 20% smaller. We thought the $35,000 price point would work. We wanted 5 seats, more interior space, and to keep the fastback silhouette. Von Holzhausen describes the attributes that Model 3 shares with its siblings, the Model S and X. For instance, we knew that flush door handles were important, but we simplified the mechanism, so they are not as costly. We kept good aerodynamics for range as well as to make the car sporty. Not silliness, just clean and sporty. Von Holzhausen also explains the rationale behind some of Model 3's design choices. To keep the fastback profile, we eliminated the liftgate and used a normal trunk lid. To keep a faster profile, we moved the structure ahead, to make sure the head impact criteria were all met. The big backlight is something we had experience with on the Model X windshield. Von Holzhausen elaborates on why the design team decided to eliminate the front grille altogether. That was a long time coming. We made the early cars less distinct from rivals but slowly came to the solution of how to keep a premium sports feel friendlier and happier than the luxury S. We changed that car too, modifying 200 to 300 parts when the S was restyled without the painted shield.
Nissan Leaf owners in Japan will be able to exchange their car's old batteries for refabricated ones under a new, fee-based program. Starting in May, owners of the 100% electric Nissan Leaf can turn in their used batteries and, for a fee, receive refabricated ones. Nissan is using the battery refabrication capabilities of 4R Energy Corporation, a company established through a joint venture with Sumitomo Corporation, to offer the program. As demand for electric vehicles grows, the number of used batteries will increase significantly. Nissan hopes that by reclaiming these batteries, it can help lower battery replacement costs and heighten the used car value of electric vehicles. This will enhance the electric car ownership experience, which in turn will help promote their use, ultimately contributing to lower CO2 emissions. Nissan will initially offer 24 kWh refabricated batteries for 300,000 yen apiece, with plans to expand the lineup. Exchange costs for brand new Nissan Leaf batteries are 650,000 yen for 24 kWh, 800,000 yen for 30 kWh, and 820,000 yen for 40 kWh. Nissan is the industry leader in zero-emission vehicles, having sold more than 300,000 Nissan Leaf electric cars. The company is working to create a sustainable mobility society through the spread of electric vehicles, the enhancement of electric vehicle infrastructure and the advancement of renewable energy.
Subaru has released another teaser of the all-new 2019 Subaru Forester, which is set to make its debut at the 2018 New York International Auto Show. Unlike its previous release, this one is better lit and gives us a more detailed look at the vehicle's rear. Once again, we are shown the Forester's new C-shaped taillights that are significantly different than the current model. Not only do they occupy a smaller footprint than before, the C element is better defined this time around. Around the taillights, we see concave sections on the tailgate, one of which is for the number plate holder. Towards the bottom, there is a silver-colored bit of trim with cutouts for the exhaust, which is integrated into the rear bumper that is black. Meanwhile, the Touring badge indicates this particular Forester is one of the higher-end variants that will be available. Comparing this teaser to suggested renders, we find the concave section at the base of the tailgate to be absent. Additionally, there isn't any trim placed to link the taillights either, and the rear bumper is certainly different. All will be revealed when the new Forester is revealed in New York, but the model will likely retain the overall shape of the 4th generation, SJ, model. Expect the brand's 4-cylinder boxer engines, including hybrid, CVT and symmetrical all-wheel drive system to feature as well, along with a range of eyesight driver assistance and safety systems.
When it comes to Tesla's stock, it's usually the latest Model 3 production data that dictates much of its trading, which is why the company's release, expected early next month, will be so important for shareholders deciding what to do going forward. But the derivatives team at JP Morgan doesn't think investors should let it get to that, and it has an idea for how they can brace for the worst ahead of time. After all, even Tesla's CEO, Elon Musk, has labeled the Model 3 situation production hell, suggesting traders would be well advised to keep their wits about them. At the core of J.P. Morgan's Tesla recommendation is the idea that the company's stock has little to gain from reporting an in-line number or even one that beats estimates, and an outsized amount to lose in the event of a disappointing number. Sean Quigg, an equity derivatives strategist at J.P. Morgan said, "We believe the market may be underpricing the potential significance of the Model 3 production release, which we expect in early April. We see greater reward risk in positioning for a downside move." Also informing J.P. Morgan's suggested options trade is what it describes as a kink in Tesla's term structure, or the slope of implied volatility expectations. As the chart below shows, there's minimal expectation of price swings in April, which the firm says has created this prime opportunity. So onward with the trade recommendation. J.P. Morgan says investors should sell April-May calendar put spreads, which involves buying April puts and selling those expiring in May, both with a strike price of $300. The maximum profit for investors will be the premium collected, as long as the trade is closed at April expiry. Further, J.P. Morgan also recommends unwinding both legs of the trade at or before expiration in April. With all this in mind, Quigg and company are following the lead set by Ryan Brinkman, the J.P. Morgan analyst who covers Tesla and the rest of the automotive space. Using Brinkman's outlook, Quigg concludes that sentiment is at a precarious position right now and warns that some widely held bullish arguments are on the cusp of rolling over. He said, "We believe the market may be underpricing the potential significance of the Model 3 production release, which we expect in early April, and thus recommend investors consider selling calendar put spreads to take advantage of the term structure kink." In the end, according to data compiled by the financial analytics firm S3 Partners, it's somewhat surprising that traders don't seem to be particularly worried about the April production update, considering Tesla's stock has for quite some time been the most shorted in the U.S. market. Of course, it just goes to show that despite overarching caution, there are still money-making, and possibly money-saving, opportunities for traders willing to look deeper, with J.P. Morgan's help. Tesla's stock is up 12% over the past year but has slipped more than 5% so far in 2018.